Hi, my name is Tiah Popa, and this is my final project for Comm 130. So I'm going to introduce to you my ad that I analyzed, the original ad. It's from Patagonia. Sorry, I have a cold, so I might be a little froggy. But this ad is from the Common Thread Initiative campaign. And I will analyze it right now for you. Alright, so let's start with contrast. So, the first thing that kind of stands out is this white line that squiggles all over the page, from the writing to the action person. And it stands out and it adds contrast to this ad. And then also the color, the contrasting color of Sam with his yellow board and the yellow lettering of Sam. There's also contrast in the font size. So you have the title that's very large, and then right underneath it is the story, and then right underneath that is where to go to get more of this story. So this is my contrast slide that analyzes this original ad. And this next one is the repetition. So the repetition that we see in this ad is the repetition between the color of the guy's name, Sam, and the same color of his board. And then you'll always see this same white squiggly line in all of the ads. And then the same lettering is also in all of the ads. And it has the same sans serif font. So that is the repetition that you'll see from ad to ad. The alignment in this ad, in this one particularly, it is left aligned, and it follows the rules of 3/3. So you see the person is intersecting in the first 3/3 of the picture, and also the line unifies and brings together the alignment of the picture. This little squiggly line, it kind of draws your eye all around and brings it to the person. So it kind of aligns the whole picture all together. For proximity, let's start with this title. You see the title, and then the proximity, it's close, so it shows that there's a relationship between the title and this paragraph. And then also, this is different. This second paragraph down is different, but yet it is still has a relationship with it. So you can see you have the title, the story, and then where you can get more of this story. And then also this line brings and organizes the concept and brings it all together. So that way you know it's unified. Let's talk about the color a little bit. The very first thing that you notice is the yellow that jumps to the eye. And also the yellow Sam matches the yellow board, and all of that shows that there's a relationship. Kind of this blue ocean that turns into like a green ocean water. That blue and green kind of recede out of the picture. You don't notice it as much as the yellow that jumps to the eye. And also, this white squiggly line definitely stands out. The primary colors in this ad are the blue and the yellow, and then the secondary is the green water that you see up here. Let's talk about the topography. The topography is a sans serif, and it has contrast between the title and the paragraphs. It's all caps, and it has tracking to it, which means that the letters are spread out in the title. You will see that repeated throughout all of the ads within this campaign. So that is the topography. Now I'm going to show you my ad that I designed and how it goes along with everything with the campaign. So this is my picture that I picked and designed. I matched Josh's name to the coat, because when you look at the picture, the very first thing that kind of stands out is that green coat. It's bright green. Everything else kind of recedes back. So I decided to match his green coat with his name to kind of bring the whole ad all together. And then you have the contrasting font size. You have the big title and then the smaller, and again that second paragraph. And then also I added the contrast of that white squiggly line to kind of unify the whole ad. So that is my contrast. With repetition, I repeated that white line and the lettering exactly like the previous ad. You have the same sans serif font, and then also I matched Josh and his board. So there's repetition there, which is the same as the last ad. Just a different picture and a different action that's going on. Before it was surfing, and this is skiing. Let's go back. Another thing that I wanted to repeat is it always has the forward hand. The squiggly line comes out of that forward hand, and it goes to the very first letter in unraveling. So I wanted to make sure that I repeated that same principle in this ad. So the next one is alignment. This is right aligned, so everything's kind of pushed over to the right. I felt like that worked better for the picture that I picked. But then I still have the rows of thirds. It intersects in the bottom half of the picture. And then I have that line that kind of unifies and brings the alignment all together in the picture. And then proximity, I have the same proximity between all the words, between the title, the first paragraph, and the second paragraph. Wait, go back. And then the line kind of organizes the concept of the proximity from the action to the words. And then color. So again, the very first thing that jumped out is the green. So that's what I matched Josh's name, just a random name that I picked, to the green coat. So you'll see the green in the green, and then the blue kind of recedes back into the back, and the white stands out and kind of accomplishes what you want to draw your attention towards. The primary colors are blue, and then the secondary colors are the green and the orange. And the topography, again, it is the sans serif, and then I contrasted the title with the two paragraphs. And the title's all caps, and it has the tracking, which means that the spacing is spaced farther apart. And then as you notice throughout our whole design, I kind of incorporated that same. So all of my titles are in caps, and it has a wide tracking number. And then from there, I did all of my descriptions in caps, just to kind of match along with all of the slides. Alright, thank you very much, and that is the end of our slides.